Alright, what's good, y'all? What's good and happening in the world of entertainment and internets? I'm here in my old hood, and what can I say? It's very beautiful here. If you look around, there's a lot of lush greenery this summer. And I like it a little bit more here. It seems like, compared to some areas in Burnaby, there's less drought here, so things are looking good. But anyways, just want to make this video for Synopsis bearings. I'm gonna do a shout out. I guess I'm doing that right now. But yeah, Synopsis bearings. I want to see in a test what can go farther, if it's Synopsis APEX 7 bearings or Reds, which are also, I think, APEX 5 or 7. So I'm going to have to do a bunch of work with some bearings, so you'll get to see that. I'll probably just do it right in the car. Hopefully I don't make too much of a mess. And do it before sundown. I think there's going to be at least 2 hours before sundown, so there'll be enough time. And then I'm going to start at one point. I'll show you guys one point where I'm going to put my tail and then cruise down the hill. I'm not going to do any pumping or like even carving. I'm probably just going to go in a straight line and see how far I can roll with the board. And that's the purpose of this test. You know, just like a scientist, they come up with a hypothesis. They guess that, you know, with these new bearings or heavier or smoother bearings, I surmise and guess that the board, the whole mechanism, which is my skateboard that I'm riding, will be able to go a little bit further, you know, than say another pair of bearings. So, or set, I shouldn't say pair means two. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do right now. Have some fun, as always, right? You gotta do something, you know, productive. And, in this way, I think it's still good exercise, you know, in the heat of summer. So here we go. I'm just gonna put the camera right here. Do this real quick. Hold on. Okay, so first I need the tool. Oh, and I'm gonna be using this holder, camera holder. So that'll make for a better view, I think, when I go down the hill. And now, here is the beautiful skate tool. Alright, so that's how it's gonna go. I gotta take off these wheels, which will be easy, or no, I'm gonna test these wheels, or these bearings, which are, I think they are golds. Some of them are golds. It's a mix. Anyways, we'll just say this is a typical used set of bearings. So after I've used these for probably 3 months, okay, bearings usually can last up to a year or more or less. So with this, I'm going to test it, go down the hill, come back, switch the bearings. That's going to take a little while. That's a little bit of a lengthy process. And then I am going to just tell you guys the results, or show you guys. Anyway, so first of all, I want to put a Synopsis bearings sticker right on the board, just for the hell of it. Synopsis. Come on. Yeah, right there. Alright, I'm gonna put it over a little bit. Perfect. Alright, so this is me using this cam caddy. Anyways, just gotta make sure the coast is clear. Up on that road is clear, as you can see. Going down this way is fairly clear. So I'm gonna start on this line, as you can see. The line is right here. I'm putting my tail right on the black line, and I'm going to roll down the hill now, and I'm going to see how far I can get yet. Don't push it. We'll see which one I roll further out. See, this is my old school. That's the school I used to attend. So I'm gonna mark and remember. So I got to just before this line in the intersection here. So that's what I have to remember when I'm going to do the test with the other bearings. I'm going to oil and lube the other bearings just to make sure that they're clean and good to go. So, because I always try to make sure my stuff's clean, you know. Not a lot of people clean up their stuff, but you know, I like to make sure most of my stuff is fairly clean. So same trucks, it's going to be the same wheels, and then see if brand new Synopsis bearings are faster than a regular set. So, see how this goes. These two wheels free. It's gonna be got that nut off. And last one. So if you look at this bearing, you can see some of the balls have maybe popped out, or there's just no balls to fill in all the bearing. But anyways, if you're wondering how I pop my bearings off, I go like this. Put the bearing on the axle, then just twist until the bearing comes out. It's usually getting the bearing on, that's the harder part. And then, yeah. Ooh, these ones are super greasy. Super greasy. It's kind of nasty, but there. I'm gonna put these in the box right here so I don't dirty up things too much. That wheel is ready to load And gotta get this wheel, pop the bearing off. This one's a little bit tougher. There. A little bit tougher. Those are clear. Spinning these bearings off. Yeah, this was the gold one. You can see the color of gold of the bearing right there. Holy shoot-a-moly. My fingers are getting super greasy. Like, oh, I love it. Getting dirty. It's like that Christina Aguilera song. It's about time for my arrival. Alright. Just gonna pop these bearings in real quick. That's one. Just gotta go like this. This is how I usually do it. Just fucking go like this. Push it down one way. Then to even it, just push it on the other side. Perfect. Keep it simple. Keep it even. So there, that's the first Synopsis bearing wheel, if you will. ABEX 7s is what these are, by the way. Damn, I really oiled and greased these wheels up. Holy shoot. Which is good, because one reason why you want to oil your bearings a lot is that the oil would drip out and around the area where the hull, or whatever you want to call it, the chassis of the bearing is, and then it'll make it easier to slip out and put new ones in. But to make a good comeback, I have just nearly finished screwing on my... Actually, I think I used 2 old nuts and then 2 of the newer ones. So that's the trick. If you're ever having problems with hardware, with old and used trucks, then just use the previous hardware. That's the smartest thing to do. Little tip and trick, or tip I should give you. And this is pretty much ready to go. I'm just going to use this Synopsis. See, in the box that comes with all the extra, you know, bushings and spacers. I didn't use the spacers in this, to be quite honest. So maybe I'll have to retest if, say, the Synopsis bearings don't perform as well as my previously oiled and used bearings, right? But here, I'm going to oil, put at least 3 or 4 drops for each bearing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let that seep through the inner lining of the bearings. For the second test, here we go. This is gonna be a little bit more dark now that the sun is setting, but I have to start right on this black line, same spot, no pushes, and I'm gonna try to go in a straight line and let you guys see the whole thing. I'm gonna extend this, hopefully the camera doesn't shake out of place, and yeah, I'm just gonna try to look handsome doing this, you know. Time to see if Synopsis bearings are better than your typical bearing. So, as you can see, I made it past. These bearings are actually better than the other ones, as I made it, I think it was like at least a foot longer than before. So, if you wanted to know, Synopsis bearings are better than typical bearings. And yeah, that's what I've come to the conclusion of in this video.